Hello, and welcome to Scuttlebutt, the War Movie Review Podcast. We're happy to have you with us as we take a look at films from the dawn of cinema to today. We aim to provide a raw and unapologetic review of each film's cinematography, historical accuracy, and delivery. In the process of analysis, certain details will be revealed. These spoilers are only divulged to ensure a fair assessment of each film.
This week we crossed the Volga with
Fedor Bondarchuks.
2013 movie Stalingrad. As always, I'm with Mike B.
Hey.
And myself, because this was a dare between the two of us.
Yep.
It's so bad.
It's
so
not
bad.
great. It's not great.
Ugh.
If we're being honest here, it's not great.
Mm-hmm.
But
this was kind of impromptu, and we just were like, you know what? This was so bad, we need to make something out of it. So, yeah, this was biblically as bad as I remember.
Well, the thing is like I remember watching the trailers that were like pumped to me on YouTube and like on Facebook at that point,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "There's no fucking way ever I'm gonna watch this thing." Like ever. Like, and I hadn't. I'd kept my soul pure.
Right.
And yeah, now I know why.
Now you know why that, it just was I so let's put it into perspective. So this is a Columbia film, most likely picked up Columbia picked up for distribution, most likely, because it is made by a Russian. It's made by a Russian production company and a couple other ones that I have never heard of in my life. Very, very odd companies that I don't think I've seen on any other kind of Russian movies. Normally, you get like what Magnet and
I don't even know, man.
like another one. There's like the Magnet. There's another one that's also that pushes a lot of the kind of very how do I put this politely? Motherland patriotic, is invincible, rough, Russian propaganda films for particularly World War II. So these were a bunch of companies I hadn't really heard for, and the best way I can describe this movie, and tell me if I'm wrong, Mike, is that it's like John Woo with Matrix.
It's
in World War II.
It's really, it's
because you know what this movie taught me though, is that tenors prefer boot knives as weapons and not machine guns.
And they also sing baritone when they do this, when they do sing, which is fun. Yeah, but like, I mean, okay, so all that shit aside,
this is what I was gonna say, and then because I think we should state this. I don't think we should touch the story at all because it literally means nothing.
Okay.
It's too low-hanging fruit.
But it's gonna come into play though, like because it's so bad. Like it's like what here's the thing is like I still don't understand the story. And like whether it was conveyed in the film, whether they tried to or not, I don't understand it. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Well, well, I mean, not to interrupt you again, but
no.
I'll tell you one thing. You know what I want to see when I want to watch a World War II Russian film. I want to start with 2012 Japanese tsunami that looks more like an earthquake, and I have a Russian woman screaming in my stereo talking over the elderly Japanese man talking, at least the version I was watching, and it was very, very like on it. And then we're in Japan, and then it's like, oh, I have 5 fathers. Let me tell you a story.
Before we get to that, yes, we have 5 fathers, but I wanted to just say they had the Japanese, what we call the Japanese Flecktarn in the US.
Right. Yeah.
Those uniforms, the Japanese self-defense force, camouflage, good stuff. Great.
I was going to ask, did that look correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about the actual gear itself, but like the actual pattern that they were wearing. Good
Right.
stuff. It's fun. And then it's like, yeah, I have 5 fathers. It's like, well, okay. I'm intrigued.
Tell me
Kind
how
of.
you break all laws of life. Please let me
So
know.
really quick spoiler, who were the 5 fathers?
Bukkake.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. So let me so where should we start? Where do you want to start?
If you don't know where to start, go back to the beginning.
Because here's the thing. Okay, it looks promising when you look at it in terms of the cast. I mean, there's a lot of no name. There's a lot of no name actors in here, except for one, and that's and I'm always fuck up his last name. It's Thomas Kretschmann.
I
He's
actually don't know who that is. Yeah.
that's
but like,
that's the guy who is in Stalingrad 1993. He is the officer in Valkyrie in Swimming in the Swimming Pool.
he's the lieutenant colonel in this
he's
one?
no, he's the captain.
The captain, really?
The guy who
Yeah.
who has a
So he
dead
looks really
wife.
young still in this. But he was
Yeah.
in 93?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes, he was. Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, how did I not see that?
Yeah.
He is older, but he's aging very well.
Yes,
we'll just
he
put
is.
it that way.
Yes. And
Okay. Fuck yeah. Okay.
Okay, it just hit you? Okay.
Yeah, it just hit me. It just hit me. Yep, we're good. We're good.
And now here's the thing. It's like people will say like, go watch Stalingrad, and people will find this and they're like, why did you recommend the steaming pile of dog shit?
Right.
It's like,
Right.
no. Watch. If anyone ever says watch Stalingrad, act like this movie does not exist and watch Stalingrad.
Go 20 years back. Yep.
Yeah.
20 years back.
Yeah. Stalingrad 1993 is an amazing movie. And
it's
will
really
say
fucked up. It's
Yeah.
really like dark and like it actually captures the emotions. This did not. It was all this typical World War II and the Russians are very guilty of doing this more than even US cinema, which is saying much.
Or the
right?
Chinese.
Well, the Chinese, they wouldn't do a film like this.
You haven't seen 800 yet.
Oh Christ. Okay, but okay, so
Yeah.
I retract my statement because I trust your judgment.
It's not as bad as this, but it's
I guess I
similar
was
to
hoping
propaganda.
they wouldn't do something. But like
Yeah.
so this shit is like, well, and it's like, okay, let's be fair here. Most US war films for World War II are very US sided propaganda. They really are.
Yes.
Most of them are.
Depending on the film, yes.
But I mean, I would say at being very liberal with the number of films that are not.
Why are
Very
we
propaganda.
here? What am I doing here?
Why are you watching this?
Am I
that's a cut. Okay, yeah.
Am I the bad guy? Are we all the bad guys?
Are we all the good guys? There's no way of telling.
I love how you've gone to Bill Clinton now.
Well, it depends what the definition of is.
I have never seen a blue dress.
But this podcast is going to be fucked from the get-go. Sorry, guys that are listening, but like,
me and Mike feed off of each other too much. This is going to be bad.
No, that's never seen the blue dress. But no, very, very. The number it's very liberal is like I'd say 5%, 6% of U.S. World War II films are not propagandistic, and again, that number is very high.
Yes.
But it's a different style. It's a style, but here's the thing: is there's a lot of similarities. We can definitely talk about that because there are these similarities in this film, right?
Yes.
Russian propagandistic films about World War II, which like come and see, like I was very vocal about that in that podcast, right? It's propaganda. It's pure, just the Germans are bad or were bad people, and they still think they are. It's like the Germans were bad. They were fucking terrible. They were savages. It's like, well, yeah, that's what the Germans thought about you as well. So therefore it's propaganda, right? yeah, some people did some bad shit on both sides, but it's like the whole so in this film, basically the Germans are viewed as like these robotic dudes that just follow orders and they're just doing their at most of the point in the film, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Like they're just kind of sitting
There's
around.
no there's
Yeah.
it's almost like, because I think we're going to touch on this in this way as well, as like, there's no clear operational goal. It seems to be like
Right.
the goal is based on historical facts, quotation marks, of the Russians crossing the Volga to get a foothold in Stalingrad from the push. That's how they pushing in, from my
Yeah.
knowledge of Stalingrad. And that, they pretty much simplify the whole entire plot to be holding two buildings, or holding a building, and
Yeah.
and
Yep.
then everything's based around this building. Now, the crazy thing is that there is no reason to holding this building other than a strategic with a woman in it. It's literally the only reason why they're holding it. If you think about it, there's no reason why they should be holding the building. There's no reason why they should have moved on from the building. The only reason why they're holding on to the building is for this woman. They never say that, never state that, but the story plot follows that, and that's what holds them there. And then the whole thing about the Germans is that, they've taken this building, you gotta take it back. And they're constantly forcing to do that and that and that and that and that and that. The thing is that there's no overall, like, I guess their main goal was to defend the Volga, and then, or defend the crossing, to prevent a crossing of the Volga to get a foothold in Stalingrad. And
Yeah.
since they
Yep.
they got that foothold by setting off all the fuel tanks, which was, like,
That we'll talk about that in a second.
yeah,
but
we'll talk
yes.
about that in a second. It's like, they
Jesus Christ.
they blow up the fuel tanks, and there's no reason for them to be in that building, and so they retreat. The captain retreats back, which is the guy we were talking about, Thomas Kutschmann, or whatever his name is, and he pulls back, and then the whole story goes back and forth between attacking this building and trying to knock the Russians out. And
And the part that I have a problem with about that building that you're talking about, the Germans want to attack, they go, "This is the last thing between us and the Volga." The fucking building is like on the opposite side of the fucking bank, and it's like it's like in town.
yeah,
So how in the fuck is that going to prevent you or help you from crossing the fucking river? Or the Russians, I'm sorry. The Russians from crossing the river. It's like that building is worth nothing.
other than
Strategically.
other than a foothold for you to be in the town, you're
Well, and it's
squad-
one
you're-
less place to get shot at from.
Right.
Okay.
And it is a tall build. It was a tall build. Like, if we're gonna think
Yeah.
about strategic, let's think about strategically, since common sense
Yeah.
doesn't make much sense in this film. Is Let's think of it strategically, as with our minds, is that, it would be a tall building so you could shoot down. It's 3 to 4 stories high, or was, and so they were shooting down into stuff, and that's where the sniper is kind of logistically placed and stuff like that. Why the Germans would want to take it back? Maybe they could shoot back down into the crossing, which is what they were doing originally. Although they never show that; they just show them all running on fire. And so, like, yeah, we'll get to that, and
Yep.
like the whole thing. So I think if you think of it strategically, what they would probably try to make you realize in the film, quotation marks, is that it's a key point to cover to cover the crossing of the Volga, and to make sure the Russians couldn't get more of a foothold while crossing in. But no one crosses in from the Volga ever again from the first crossing, so I don't know what the fuck.
Well, no. They try. They try at a later point in the film. They try again, but like we'll get to that. As
I don't
well.
remember. I don't remember that.
Oh, yes, you will when I bring it up because it's
Okay.
fucked. I don't know. And the thing is, like this film, like other films that have tried to touch this, besides Stalingrad '93, but even they kind of were guilty of this. They made it seem like it was such a rampant, fast thing that like Stalingrad was like this thing that was like done in a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like no, it took many months during
Yes.
the shittiest part of year, right? And it's like it was also a very late battle for the early Eastern Front, 42 to 43. And it's like, so these guys had all been in combat. The Germans, the Russians, whatever. They knew how to do this stuff. They knew what was up. Yes, Stalingrad was egregiously terrible for like urban warfare, right?
Horribly,
which
yeah.
was horrible.
Horrible.
It's insane. It still is today. It's the most lethal fucking kind of environment that as an infantryman you can operate in is urban. That's still true, right?
100%.
And so they found that out. That was a bit of a thing, but it was both sides. It wasn't just like the Russians were like, yes, this is our family. You know, we grew up here. No, most of these people were not from Stalingrad. 99.99% of them were not from there. And even if they were, okay, well, the landscape's changed a bit, bud.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
shit's not how it was when you were here.
Main
it was
Street is pretty gone now, so yeah.
Right. And they
Yeah.
always go on Red Square, you know, like in this film too. They're like Red Square with the statue of the people holding each other's hands and all that shit. It's like, yeah, okay. Or it's not Red Square. It's something
No.
square. Because it was like a square in the middle of
It was
town.
it was the Bartholomew Fountain.
Uh-huh. Does it give a name of the square?
No,
Or like
it says its official name was Children's Charavo.
Because I mean, like, you know, most
Fountains or
European and
something.
like whatever countries have a town square, like that's the center of the town, or like the main focus of the town, right? Is that square. And that's what they took from this, and they did that in Enemy at the Gates and fucking whatever. It's like, okay, well, there was a lot of combat going on outside of that one particular area in that city. That's always drives me nuts as they go, oh, I'll research this thing, and you know, oh, that a statue of children holding hands, whenever. Oh, that's gonna sell well on, you know, if we make this, you know, make this the main focus of our movie.
It's also if you think about, I mean, if anyone says Stalingrad, what made that famous?
Right.
2001 Enemy at the Gates. I mean, that's
Right.
That's your and if you're a historian and you look up Stalingrad, the very first picture you see is the fountain, and it is very unique. So it stands out in history for that reason. But yeah, I agree. Is it a trope? Absolutely. But
Well,
you know,
it's absolutely a trope, and like the thing that like I have a huge problem with is like Stalingrad was such a massive campaign and battle. We'll just say battle because it wasn't really a camp. Well,
it had a lot of
campaign.
phases, but we can say
but
battle.
Yes, it was one of the most massive battles in human history. Okay, and to focus that constantly in cinema on one particular part of that city that's most well known or whatever, it's like, to me, it's like, what do you know, you could do so much more with like showing, you know, the fucking, like they actually tried this in Enemy at the Gates of like going through pipes in warehouses and factories, right? And like going through those pipes and like walking through them while you're getting bombed. Because it's like, okay, take a city nowadays, right? Everybody's like, oh yeah, all the buildings or most of the buildings are up. And we see that. Imagine all those buildings or most of them being reduced to fucking rubble.
Right. Yeah. Completely.
And that's what Stalingrad was. It got fucked up constantly. And it was like, you're going to focus on this trope. Okay. Already not good. So, and that's kind of where the first part of the film it elucidates to like, yeah, well, they're here, you know, blah blah, and they're gonna be in the battle with these Germans who are evil, the conquerors, and all that shit. And it's like, all right, so yeah, fun. Another one.
I mean, the thing, I think the thing where this movie really does start to so historical. Let's go down a list because we got to be organized because there's so much fucking wrong with this. It's
correct.
crazy.
Yeah, let's be organized.
So let's just think about gear. Let's talk about gear. Did anything super stand out to you within the gear?
Yeah, the suspenders on the captain were, the hooks were very BGS, but the leathers I couldn't see this. Maybe they in post they like edited that out, but like
right, yeah,
the suspenders were not right. They could have been private purchase. They could have been, but at that point, like those buckles didn't really exist. A fucking plethora of reproduction German helmets.
I thought so.
And I know exactly what company they're from. I know where they're made. They're made in China
Mm-hmm.
for Sturm, right?
Mm-hmm.
The vent holes are so obvious, and the shape is not good.
Yeah,
And it's like it.
I saw it from a far mile away. I was like, "Ooh, those are repros." My
Yeah,
son,
those are
but,
repros because you I'm gonna make like a series on YouTube of like how to spot like the shape, right?
Mhm.
And because you've got that, you can spot the shape from a mile away and go, "That's a fucking repro."
Right.
And when you get down and like, "Oh, is it a repro?" It's like the ones that had the covers on them, like the captains and like whatever,
Mhm.
which is actually accurate for Stalingrad.
Mhm.
It's not. That's not an inaccuracy. It's better to cover your fucking shitty repro helmets up
Yeah,
than it is
the
to just
captain's helmet didn't look nearly as bad with the cover
no,
on.
because it was
Yeah.
covered.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
It's
the thing.
just telltale because even with the cover on, you can't see how squashed they are. You know, so it's like it kind of hides that fact.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that was not good. And it's like, so can you look up the budget while we're talking about this? Look up the
Yes.
budget
Yes.
for
Thank you.
this.
I was gonna
Yep.
do that, and I totally
Yep.
forgot.
So that but for the most part, the awards, the rank, the uniforms themselves were not bad. Now, how they were used and worn is a different thing. So again, this is something that like most World War II films and even later films get wrong. When you are in a combat situation, when you're on the front, which Stalingrad was,
Mm-hmm.
in this square or wherever the fuck you are, I don't give a shit. You can be a fucking field marshal. Guess what you're wearing on your fucking head?
What?
A helmet.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not wearing your
100%.
fucking visor cap. You're
Yeah.
not wearing a soft cap. No, if you're in that situation, you are wearing a fucking helmet. Now, with the
Yeah.
Russians, that was not always the case. But they actually, to their credit in this film, a lot of the Russians, even the scouts, who traveled very lightly and like they had a different job, which we'll get to, was not portrayed at all correctly
Yeah.
in this. But even a lot of them were wearing helmets, right? And they had the correct SSH 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can't see the stamp inside from what year, but like the SSH 40 was basically that through 1960.
They didn't change that much.
No, they didn't. And
Yeah.
so it's fine. But like, so they had those correct. The Soviet helmets were correct. The SSH 40, right?
Mhm.
And they had a lot of guys wearing them, which I will applaud that. And it's like, but also the Soviets at that point didn't have enough supplies at Stalingrad specifically to give all their guys a helmet.
Mhm.
Now, it's not like an Enemy at the Gates where it's every other guy gets a rifle. No, that's bullshit. But helmets were one of those things that was like, well, we expect, 500,000. I'm just throwing this out there. It's not an actual number. We expected 500,000 guys to be here, and now there's 1.5 million. And shit, we didn't know
Right.
that we needed this many helmets or ammo pouches or belts or fucking whatever. And so a lot of the guys in Stalingrad specifically are going to be wearing soft caps.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not, from my research, totally fucked and inaccurate. But with the Germans, yeah, the Germans are going to be wearing their fucking helmets in the field. I don't give a shit what rank you are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just, and it's also in the First World War, it was the same thing. Like, when a field marshal would go to the front, they're not wearing their fucking soft cap. They're wearing a helmet.
Right.
You're in combat. You're in a place where at any point in a fucking artillery round can come down and kick shit up, and you have to have that on. So it's like, but I know why they do that.
It also makes you stand out for a fucking target too.
It will that too, but I know why they do that in films is because it just pushes forward. This guy is a quote unquote Nazi officer. It's like, yeah, these guys are army.
Right, yeah.
He could be a Nazi, he could be not. That's a political party affiliation, right? But it's like, that the whole the shtick has been when they're wearing the visor cap, they're automatically, it's a Nazi, they're the bad guys, and it's like, yeah, but that's not realistic at all.
To me, actually, I think the visor cap just makes you it tells someone who doesn't know military doctrine to be like, this guy's important. Look how different he
Correct.
looks. I think it's
That-
more of that.
Exactly.
In this film, does it also do that? Yes, it does.
Well, it
But-
doesn't in every film they do this in. It doesn't in every film.
Well,
No, seriously.
No.
If
No,
you-
no, I'm saying, to making an officer part of the political party.
No, but what you said is important. This guy's important.
Yes, always.
Okay.
Except
That is
except Stalin. Well, yeah, except Stalingrad, 1993.
and to be fair, I haven't seen that in a while. I don't remember.
There are guys who
details.
wear crush caps, but they're not in any kind of combat front line. They're in like under a bunker or something. Or the only person I think who's actually wearing that kind of cap is the general, the Reichs, the what are they called? What's the highest general?
Field Marshal.
Field Marshal. Thank you. I don't want to say Reichsmaster. I don't know why I wanted to say that. Jesus.
Reichsmaster.
That's not even a real thing.
That's
That's probably a thing from Warhammer. Anyway,
the German listeners are gonna be like, you just butchered that pronunciation. But yeah,
I'm from Maryland. I butcher every pronunciation possible. So yeah. So let's stage this out in terms of trends of when this came out. So this came out in 2013, 2014. So what was the big thing to your memory in the early teens? Movie trends. What comes to mind?
Fuck. I'm not a big movie guy, but like that's when the whole like superhero shit started. Big.
Well that as well as slow motion. Slow motion got really big in the early teens. We're talking Sherlock Holmes, Dredd, the whole mainstream Western, culture doing, because technology was getting so good that they could have the they were able to get all that technology with the slow motion stuff to have it ready for
and it looked better than anything else.
Very impressive. It was 4K slow motion. We could get ultra slow mo stuff. How like the Matrix, cool is that? Because it's like the Matrix Resurgence. 10 years later, we have the ability to really do awesome crystal clear slow motion. That was back in like 2010 for the Western culture. Russian culture is always about 5 to 10 years after the fact. So what are we going to do? We are going to pump as much slow motion as possible into this film. Every single action shot, slow motion, kung fu, like 9 yards.
Yeah.
Aim down the gun without looking down the sights. Hell yeah. Like that's what all this was PPSH 41 porn. Sticking their tongues out, not aiming down the sight, hip firing, or doing the MP40 thing where if you turn it off, if you lean over a corner with the MP40, it obviously will curve more around the corner and you can shoot more. Like,
right.
It was just everything from that. And it was so brutally
So really quick,
horrible.
What did you really quick before I forget.
Yeah.
What did you think about the Soviet sniper rifle?
Something was wrong with it, and I couldn't figure out what it was.
Something was wrong with it. Okay.
It looked wrong. I assumed something was wrong with it, so I didn't look. So I'm going to shove some food in my mouth.
So the PU sniper scope came out in 43, which is like an Enemy at the Gates. It was incorrect.
Okay, so I was right.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but at least in Enemy at the Gates they use a 9130.
Oh, I didn't realize that you
it was
just
an
said
M91.
That. Oh my god, I gotta go look.
You have to go look because that's an M91 with a PU scope. Now, could it possibly, maybe, miraculously have been made in the field? Perhaps. Plausible? Absolutely hell to the fuck no.
Hold on.
No, look at it. Look at this thing.
That. Yeah, I'm
going
to IMFDB. Hold on.
Dude, the barleycorn front sight and the fucking 91 rear sight. You're gonna see this. And I just wanted to ask you if you saw anything. You said it didn't look right. That's good. Hey, there's hope for you, Nate. There's hope.
Thank you. I just assumed everything's wrong in this movie, so I didn't like really look at it. I mean, yeah. Okay, hold on.
But it's funny because they got a lot of the gear right. That's the thing is like I'm praising them like they got a lot of the gear right. It was a lot of submachine gun porn as
There
always.
was almost no Mosin Nagants. Did you notice that?
No, there were, but they were all the extras and like the scenes that like didn't matter.
Oh shit!
They were just getting.
They had a PPD 40. That's super cool.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And no, so it was submachine gun porn. The Germans at the MP, they actually had an MP38 in there. I saw that with the fucking ribbed fucking, yeah, they had an MP38 and they also had a bunch of MP40s, which is fine. Accurate. Cool.
Yeah.
So
IMDb says it's an M9130 PU 3.5.
It's not. It's not. You're looking at it right now. Correct? You're looking at it?
I am. Hold on, let me share my screen. All right.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. So, okay, what they have there is, that's a 9130. Yeah, for their example. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the rear sights. Look at the front sight.
Oh.
Now, look at the rear sight on that fucker. It's a fucking 91 rear sight.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, like, there was one scene where they showed the barleycorn front sight.
Yeah, right there.
Well, it was even better. It was like literally right there. But like, that'll do.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah.
But yeah, it's a 9130's got a globe sight with a post on it, you know, or a globe protector with a post on it. And yeah, I don't know of any fucking M91s. I could just be ignorant, but I don't know of any fucking M91s that were drilled and tapped and had a PU scope and mounted on them. I don't know of any of those fucking things.
Oh, yeah, I've never seen that.
Perhaps a PE, perhaps a couple of PE scopes, like the very early fuckers in the 30s. Perhaps those were mounted on 91s. Who knows? But a fucking PU scope that whole system did not come out until like, well, technically late 42, but like 43, on a fucking M91 with a curved bolt, a bent bolt. I'm gonna call bullshit on that one.
It could have been worse. It could have been a fucking Yugo like mount.
No, okay. Here's the thing. Okay. Here's the thing. I'll grant you kind of some of that
right
sentiment, but I'm gonna fuck you up with some truth.
Okay.
They filmed this in Russia.
No, that's very true. Because if you can get a PPD, you can get a fucking correct motor.
You can get a fucking. You can literally take a fucking out of what are the thousands of fucking warehouses and crates that they have of these fucking things, these PUs. If you're gonna be inaccurate and use a PU in Stalingrad, okay, that's the first thing we'll overlook. If you're gonna do that, you have fucking tens of thousands of crates of these fucking things, especially back in 2013.
Yes,
especially. But no, it's like again, I've got a fucking PU sitting right here. Behind me. Look at this fucker. Okay? Look at this fucking thing, Nate. So I've got this thing, right? Inaccurate for Stalingrad, right? But I have one as an American. And I bought this after this fucking film was made. So you're gonna tell me that these fucking Russians had no way to get a fucking 9130 with a PU on it as a prop for this film. They had to bastardize and bubba a fucking M91.
It's because they needed to save money by tossing actors down flights of stairs so they can jump on each other.
Jesus, we're getting there. All right, well, let's get to that one. Yeah, let's get to that one because we're getting spicy up in this bitch. I'm worked up.
So we need to go in order because there's so much.
Yes, we're in order. Nate, you're running this show. You're running.
No,
the show.
I know. No, I'm not. I got it. I'll tell you what pissed me off first.
Nice pit stain, by the way.
Thank you. I'm sweating being in charge, man. That's what happens. Meat sweats. I'm shoving steak sandwich in my mouth. This is like this is meat sweats 101. Spicy pickle chip. There we go.
Let's try to swallow it, not inhale it. How about that?
No promises.
I don't care if you die after the podcast, but like right now, just
no,
come on.
I'm gonna do it during the middle.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what pissed me off. Not because of any. It wouldn't piss me off. Let me rephrase that. This would piss me off no matter who it was. It could be 20 years from now. It could have been like set in the fucking Vietnam.
Yeah.
It could have been set in
Yeah.
anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been the fucking Serbs and the fucking whatever No Man's Land was based in. It could have been that fucking era. I don't care.
Yeah.
There is no fucking way a machine gun line and a line of fucking people in a trench would run from people on fire.
Yes.
You would obliterate, would
let's-
chew them up, and you would obliterate them, turn them into hamburger meat.
Dude.
They would keep running, and then you would hamburger meat anymore. It doesn't matter who it is.
If you're on fire, you're not running straight. Those guys they'd have been ate up faster than a fucking dick sandwich at a gay pride festival in San Francisco. No, seriously. They would have been fucking done. It's like they're done before, as soon as their little burning heads that are screaming like, "Oh, I'm on fire," come up over the fucking horizon, they're cut down. They're done.
Yeah,
Because A, mercy kill from the other soldiers. B, you're on fire. You cannot think straight when you're on fire. Your body is like, hey, we're dying here. The last thing I'm going to be concerned about is fulfilling my commander's orders and charging forward and taking that fucking trench. No, you're on fire, retard. You're on fire.
All of them would have been just like, it doesn't matter who it is. There's no way you can run on fire like that, still hit fire all in patriotic glory music all you want. It will not happen. And then you will all, if it did happen, you'd be chewed to hamburger meat. And I don't give a fuck who you are. That is God. That is the most that actually made me mad, because I was just like, this is made for one purpose only, and that's fine. Us as Americans in films, we're guilty of it too. It still pisses me off, even if it was us.
Oh, it'll piss me off too forever. It's
if
like
Americans were running through like a blaze of thing and charging at Germans in a trench, I'd be pissed off that we even made that.
Well, it's the one thing that we were soldiers got right is when the Americans got naped. Hey, guess what? They were charging forward to a position. They were fucking sitting there screaming.
Yeah,
it's like, it's that I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, like that part of the movie was like, okay, we're in Soviet bloc 21st century kind of
and like,
stuff.
what are we doing here? Like, I'll ask the question again. Like, what are we doing?
Same thing when every single Russian produced movie, particularly World War II, there's always one dude dual wielding a trench knife and a shovel.
Yeah.
There's always that dude.
Yep.
It happened in what's that movie when the Fortress? There's a guy like that too. He runs through the field with a knife and a shovel through an open field and just takes out a bunch of Germans. Same thing here. He ran out the door and his buddy next to him got eviscerated, but he's, John wooing, kidney stabbing, head smashing, like, oh.
And then his buddies always happen to kill the enemy that's, about to kill him. Like,
yeah.
It's
like,
funny.
Again, this is low hanging fruit because it's so fucking easy, but oh my God.
It's so fucking retarded. It's like, yeah, the action scenes were like completely, I don't want to say Hollywood because they're not, because it's made in Russia, but like,
Stalinized.
it's so over the top retarded. It's like, again, we'll go back really quick and then we'll move on from that. The fire scene when they're coming over and they're all on fire from the gas. They're not just gonna be on fire like they were. Like their gear, they're going to be on fire. Like their skin's going to be burning.
There's only so much they can do with CG and the stunt guy with a hood.
And stunt guy, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So no, not going to fucking happen. Never. And like they like fall into the German trench and start beating the shit out of the guys. It's like the Germans are terrified. Like, oh, these guys are on fire. They're still running towards us. Like, well, that doesn't fucking happen. It's not going to fucking happen.
Okay, so we've gotten through the low-hanging fruit, which is, running on fire, stabbing, all that kind of stuff. We think that's ridiculous, obviously. A lot of Russian movies have these moments in there. And you kind of have to go, this is part of the case. If it's a Russian-produced World War II film. You're going to have these things: the guy running through the field with a shovel with a knife, guys on fire, dying. No matter what happens to them, they'll keep pushing forward. That kind of mentality. But this movie with the slow motion and the gunplay is completely completely asinine, and it's just so incredible how much of it is just unbelievable is the word. And you have to realize, though, it's like, this isn't just us. It's not like the world thinks this is a wonderful film, Mike. It's like normal people are like, this is trash. I think it has like a 5.3 rating on everywhere, and it's low. And it's also, I think, cataloged as the 4th worst war movie.
It's definitely up there.
Definitely up there. Yeah,
definitely up there.
Like, so it's not just like Westerners and a difference of opinion of how we want our history presented. It's legitimately like really bad, and for the reasons I think we're stating. I think the over the top patriotism like mentality of Supermen. Keyword here, quotation marks. Übermensch, but for the Russians mainly. And
yes,
and I think as well as some of the Germans as well, but just them kind of grabbing stuff and going, "Ooh, this is cool. Oh, look, this is cool. Like, oh, this happened. Like bombers crashing into the city. Oh, dude, it crashed right in the thing, and then we're gonna use it as a ploy to like take all the machine guns.
we're gonna use the machine guns at the same time. We've been sitting there for 3 fucking days watching this piece of shit." Right. And the one time we want to send somebody out, they happen to be salvaging the same shit. Like the Germans, just go out there with a knife and fucking just cold steel them.
Remember, tenors are silent. The guy
and then sing baritone.
Of course, the guy who doesn't talk is the guy who's freaking stabbing people with knives.
It's so stupid. And like, so they're doing that, and then. Okay, so let's get to
and this movie does have a mix of CG and practical. I will give it that.
No, there's a lot of things they did okay, right?
Here, let's take a breath of fresh air, and let's talk about the things that we liked. And you go first. What are the things that you liked out of this?
The German uniforms, a lot of the gear, the insignia. Here's the thing: is I'm very weak on World War II Soviet equipment and like gear and all that shit. It could have been shit, but from what I saw, it actually looked pretty good. Very simple, very non-laden with like pouches and shit. Which is what I've seen in original photographs, videos, and whatever.
I saw a few post-war pouches, but that was very minor.
Yeah, the Cursa pouches, yes, and but like, okay, that I can forgive that. Honest to God. I'll bitch about it for a bit, but then I'm like, I forgive that. Like
I will forgive that so much faster than jumping down 3 stories through a hole in the floor.
Like, how the fuck? Yes, yeah. Like, so okay, when they got the guy on the fucking rope that's dangling there, apparently the artillery guy, right?
Right, when he's all pinated out.
Yeah, it's like, well. Why the fuck would they do that? Why would they waste the fucking time to do that?
They would just kill him.
Right. It's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
And also with that, so this one sailor guy is going, I'm just going to go find a different unit. And they're just like, shoot him. Bam! I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. No talking about it. No trial. Okay, I guess the Soviets were fucking hardcore. But yet, when there's guys fighting over a girl, right. When there's guys fighting over some like girl that's like psychotic and having a break and whatever, that's not a big deal. We can forgive that. We can understand that. It's like, what are you doing here? Like, make up your fucking mind. And then also, the German guy, like, oh, you look like my wife. She died because of this, and this tuberculosis. Yeah, but you look like her. And then all of a sudden, it's like, I'm going to rape you now. I'm just going to tear off all your shit aggressively.
Yeah.
And then
in slow motion. In slow motion.
And then you get the ass cheek, jiggling and shit. And it's like, yeah, cool. That chick's like hot, whatever. But it's like, what are we doing? You trying to get a bunch of like incel nerds to jack off to your shitty war film at that point. That's what you're trying to do.
I think it's a film that just doesn't know what it wants to do, so let's throw all this cool shit in and see what sticks.
And women, it's like if
Yeah.
it was more relevant, I'd be like, okay, whatever. If Katya, right, the 18-year-old, 19-year-old Russian chick, if she would have if they'd have been like, yeah, hey, I could pick up a gun, and they were like, okay, yeah, well, we actually need everybody that we can, which they actually fucking did.
Yeah, but we'll
They
shoot a
didn't-
sailor because he has no boat.
Yeah, we'll shoot a sailor because he mentioned going to find everything. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're just gonna take a body out of the fucking fight, and then this bitch, no, can't have her carry a fucking weapon. Nope, can't have that. But it's like, what are you doing? Like, yeah, give her a fucking Spagen, give her a fucking PPSH, give her some ammo. Go, hey, yeah. And then when he's trying to or not trying to, he's showing her how to shoot, and then she magically, bam, one shots that German sergeant.
He moves like a goose.
And it's like, what? Yeah, yeah. Dude, having used a PU, right? Which is what they're using in the film. So I'll just say that. Having used a PU sniper at different ranges, different whatever, it's not that fucking easy to hit a target. If you don't know what the fuck you're doing, with that equipment, yeah, it's like.
And I'll tell you right now, aiming at someone from that far away, it's not that close.
No, that was probably like 150 yards, right?
Yeah,
which is
like PU. Oh my god, it's such
with a very
tiny-ass
experienced
scope.
shooter. Yeah, sure. But with somebody like her that's just like living in a flat in fucking Stalingrad, it gets blown up. Okay, sorry you survived. Okay, there are a bunch of Russian soldiers that all want you, and they give you a bath, which is funny. But yeah, you're not gonna make that shot.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make that fucking shot.
Like there is a ton, again, I feel like we're attacking low-hanging fruit, but it really is that the whole movie's that
That's
low.
the whole film. Yeah.
Yeah, the
it's
whole movie is that low. It's constantly, it's like, what? Why am I watching it? To compare it to my most hated film on our series, which is Hyena Road, at least Hyena Road had somewhat of a story.
Right. Right.
This is just dudes just incelling for the one woman in a battlefield. That's it.
But here's the thing: is what you said about Hyena Road having a story. Okay, so you're at the beginning. You go through the rubble in Japan, whatever. The only reason I knew it was Japan was because I saw one flag, and then I saw the uniforms, and I was like, "They're in Japan? What the fuck?" Okay, cool. And then he's talking in German, which is weird. And then I'm like, "Okay, who the fuck is
all
this?" And all of a
dubbed,
sudden-
by the way.
Right, and it goes back
Yeah.
to Stalingrad, and I'm like, okay. And then at the end, it comes out of Stalingrad, and you're back to that fucking place in Japan or whatever, and you're still like, you literally never said who your mother was. Was it Katya?
Yeah.
Was it the German chick that got domed in the fucking head?
No,
and
it
then miraculously
was
survived.
no. It was Katya.
Yeah, but it never says that.
Yeah, they
never.
do.
Not even really.
Yeah.
Did I miss that? Because I was so pissed off.
Yes, you must have missed that. Yes.
Okay, I must have missed that. But
you were texting me through the whole movie, going, "Oh my god."
well, yeah, I was just like, Jesus Christ. But so at the end, okay, you say it was Katya, right?
Yeah,
that was his
yeah.
mother or whatever.
It is.
But it's still how the fuck
yeah.
does this story? Like, who is your dad? Who is your father?
Mm-hmm.
You never say that. Yeah, Katya, my mother, she survived this whole thing, and I'm a boomer that grew up in the Soviet Union. Ooh, and then somehow I'm in Japan rescuing people. Like, what the fuck?
Again, when I watch World War II films, I want to be a rescuer 80 or 70 years in the future. Okay, that's what I want from my
when your body's starting to shut down, you want to be a rescuer and be like talking to people that are dying, be like, "Don't cry.
Don't cry. You're using up the oxygen.
You use the oxygen. You vile bitch. Stop crying." It's like, yeah.
You do not know what pain is.
You don't know what pain is.
Yeah.
Fucking Buffalo Bill.
Again, I mean, it is just the whole movie doesn't know quite what it wants to do, and then the action scenes are hip fire hip fire sub guns, and then jump at each other with trench knives, and then have a duelist charge down with pistols.
Oh God, let's get to that in a second. But like,
Okay.
fucking God. So the gunplay in this film. Let's talk about their stances. So it's funny because it seems that every one of these fuckers was trained to be ambidextrous and trained by U.S. modern Navy SEALs when they're doing mount, you know?
Yes.
So they're ambidextrous. So they're carrying a PPSH 41.
Low.
I'll just call it a Spagen, right? Because it's a lot shorter to say that. So they're carrying a Spagen, right? And they're holding the magazine, which is pretty correct for the time period.
Mm-hmm.
But they're indexing their finger on the top of the fucking, like, it's like modern days.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, back then, you're gonna have your
they're
finger
Spetsnaz
on
trained. Yeah, that's what it is. It's
right.
like, yeah.
And so it's like, and then they're also like, they have it at the fucking high ready, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like going through. I'm like, no, the Spagen, like back then, even the Soviets, it was kind of like on their chest.
It's
in front of you.
It's in your chest, and you're ready to go. And if you want to pop it up, you can. But really, in urban combat,
in front of you.
You're hip firing that motherfucker.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, chest firing, because here's
chest
the thing:
firing,
is like it's in your chest.
Same thing, yeah.
But a hip firing is, well, even in urban combat, that'll actually work. But like, you know, from what I've seen of the pictures of Soviet troops in World War II, whether it's in Stalingrad, Krakow, or like, you know, even in Berlin, they're carrying this fucking thing on their chest because it's like, if I turn a corner, I don't have to aim. And that's true to nowadays. Like, when we were trained, and then I'll go back to this immediately, but like when we were trained, is like, they said, raise your fucking carbine and your front sight post. If it's on that target at all, you're going to hit them because you're fucking less than 10 feet away from them.
Yeah.
And that's how it is in urban warfare. And it's like, so when they're at their chest, they're going through. But in this one, it's like high ready fucking, you know, modern day tactical shit. And it's like, that does drive me nuts because that's not the way they carried their firearms.
The cycle rate was low too.
That's what I was going to comment earlier.
Yeah.
When I was really pissed off, is like, it's fun because like the MP40 is like, I think about 600 rounds per minute. I'm pretty sure it's like 600.
Yeah. I can't remember them off the top of the head. I know the PPSH is like,
but it's like when they're doing the slow-mo shit with the Spagens, like, or the PPSH 41. It's like the same fucking slow-mo rate as the MP40. It is like, no, it'd be even slowed down. It would be really fucking fast.
Yeah, like they were probably firing correctly, because if you did anything in slow motion, they didn't have the cyclet rate right because it didn't feel right because they're doing it in slow motion. So they're timing the sound effects to the actual cyclet rate that you see. So it seems like it's slower than it really should be, but they're just taking MP40s and just going over that.
No, but that's the thing is like the MP40 cyclic rate, like the actual like visual and audio seems to be the same from what I've observed.
Yes, and even when they were going over the audio, but like the thing is that they still use the cyclet rate for the PPSH and slow mo, but when they didn't have slow mo PPSH 41s, they still sound like MP40s. The sound didn't. They were firing correct. They were firing as fast as they were.
You think so? Because like I thought like with the Spagens, like when they were firing, they were 600 rounds a minute versus 11 ish. Because they was just it was, but like the motion of the body and everything, like reacting to the quote unquote recoil of the blanks. Seemed to be the same as like when they were firing the MP40. That's kind of what I was getting at. Was the MP? Can you look that up really quick? The MP38 or 40?
I'm doing the 40. 40 was 500 to 550.
Oh, 500. So that's slower than I. So I was okay. I was faster on both of them.
Yeah.
So the MP40 is 500 to 550, and the
41's 900.
Okay, that's still a lot faster.
Still a lot faster.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyway, it seemed like the fire rates when they were in slow-mo were the same for an MP40 and a 41.
Yes, I agree. Yep. 100%.
And so that's kind of my beef with that is like, dude, for every like, basically like it's 1.5 rounds per minute more or no, it's like literally like 1.3 rounds per minute more.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
like when you're doing that in a cyclic rate with the slow-mo, it has to be faster.
Yeah. And I think they had it. I think they had it with the slow-mo. I just think it's like it's so slowed down that it seems
Well,
like
so
it's
that's
almost
another
an
thing too.
MP40
Like,
thing.
did they
Yeah.
slow it down more for the Soviets?
Yeah, to make it more digestible to actually look.
But
for
it didn't
more.
seem like with the body motion and everything that they actually did.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Is
Yeah,
like,
and it could have also been. I mean, we'll never know. I don't think, but it
well,
could have been
they're
also especially.
B-Fongs.
Well, no. I know that. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
they could have been specialized B-Fong 41s to make look good on slow motion cameras.
that's what I'm saying.
Rate. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
again,
what I'm
it's all
saying.
speculative because it just didn't seem like it wasn't as fast. The 40s seemed just the same as the 41s, and we know that's not true.
Yep.
With our experience with those firearms.
Yep,
that we know
exactly.
from,
And it's like that's a little technical thing that, like, you know, you've got it there. Like, why not try it out? Like, you can get a B-Fong to run 900 a minute. You can do that. I've seen people do that with 41s.
Yeah. No, I have to, yeah.
You can do it, definitely. You know, you just get the right blanks and your gas setting has to be blah, blah, blah. But like, you can do it. But yeah, in this, they just didn't seem to do that. And it was like, okay. And then
34 was also slow as tits.
okay, so I actually wrote this down. I remember I wrote this down.
Yeah.
You've been on machine gun nests, right?
Yeah.
You haven't been in the military, but you still know the machine gun.
Yeah.
You go and you ride the fucking charging handle back forward.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, they screwed it up.
It was great. They go
yeah, I saw.
And they have it back, and then it's one shot, and they go, oh, the bitch fires. It's like not good for your mechanism.
No, because the thing is what you just did. You just double fed.
Yeah, you just double fed, and that's why you only got one shot off. And,
yeah.
And if you happen to get more shots off, it's still like that wear is going to fuck over your charging system eventually.
Yeah. That or that thing wasn't even operable because the MG34 cannot be in the back. Because here's the thing. You're not doing... Actually, let me take...
Well, no, they put it forward about an inch, but yes.
Let me retract my actual statement because now I'm actually thinking it out loud. It wouldn't make practical sense. It would have been bad with it. It's just stupid because it's not practical. Is that the charging handle was back all the way? That means that the bolt was actually retracted back. The bolt stays back. If you move that bolt handle forward, you're just moving the bolt handle. You're not moving anything.
The charging lever.
The charging handle. You're not moving anything internally in a 34. Once that's back, that's back. So all he was doing was
machine guns.
Yeah, all he was doing was just redundancy. Just thinking out loud, I'm like,
well, and also, but it's not good if you're charging the lever, like the actual with the handle.
Yeah,
What it's funny is like he pushed it back about a half an inch or an inch possibly.
Mm-hmm.
When he was like, and he pushed it back, and I'm like, oh, don't do it. And then he fires, and I'm like, how many takes did they fucking do on this thing?
Right.
Like, it's just as a former machine gunner, like, I'm like, no, you rack it back, the bolt locks back, which is fine on an open bolt machine gun. That's how most or all of them operate. And then you ride the charging handle forward with there's no resistance, but you just ride it forward because then it doesn't go back and forth at all. It just sits there until you need to rack it again. That's all the charging mechanism from there's certain machine guns where it's not a problem, but like it's very few and far between in a lot of older models.
Yeah.
But for a 34, my God, it's like, don't do that. Like you rack the fucking charging handle back. Okay. You realize, okay, the bolt and the sear have engaged. Cool. Go back forward.
Yeah.
And then you're on the gun.
Because all that bolt, all you're doing with that handle is that you have to make sure that's forward. Because on 34s, if you were to shoot that, they would grab the handle and slam it forward.
Correct. So it's like on a 240 or an M60 or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's not good for it at all.
No, it's not.
It's not meant to do that with that much force.
No,
it's meant to have the force of a human
pushing it forward, not
exactly, not the actual mechanism. And but that's just a little thing. But it's actually a big deal. Like it's like, dude, here's the thing with films like this, you got a bunch of shit right. Okay, you got a bunch of shit right. The weapons, the weapons that you had were correct.
The sets were impressive as fuck.
The sets were really good.
Yeah.
The uniforms, the gear, from what I could tell, again, I'm not a Soviet gear expert, nor am I a German gear expert, but I can tell like the German gear
You
was
can
actually
see what's wrong. Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Not bad. The ranks were good and like the gear was good. So you get all that right, and you can't find somebody even in Russia that goes, yeah, hey, we're gonna do several takes on this when you're racking the fucking bolt or the charging handle back. Make sure it goes forward.
Mm-hmm. As a machine,
Ugh.
as an ex machine or
Yeah.
a past life machine gunner, that was a cringe-worthy moment.
Yeah, it was cringe, and it was like, and also it's a 34, and I'm like, don't do that. Don't
Same
hurt
with me. Yeah,
Don't
no, I
hurt
saw
it,
that.
don't
I
hurt
saw
it.
that. I saw that too, and I went, "Ooh, don't do that."
Fuck.
Ooh,
But
don't.
yeah. So there, and then the also the muzzle flashes on the 34. It's like, good God.
Oh,
I know it's theatric.
we haven't even attacked the big fruit yet.
What's the big fruit?
Physics.
Okay, lay some examples out, Herr Director of this episode.
Well, when you hit against another slanted angle, it goes a full right angle to the left.
Do we have to talk about that
No,
shot?
no, no.
Because that was okay. So, do you know anything about
Let's paint the picture, though.
what? Okay, so they took this artillery piece, which was that what a 37? I don't know,
Yes,
or was it a 50?
I think it's a 37 equivalent of whatever the Soviet thing is. I'm sure it's on IMDb or IMDF.
Yeah. Can you look that up really quick because that's actually relevant,
I
like the
got it up
caliber.
right here. Yeah.
It's the gun.
Paint the picture of what the situation was. I'll look it up.
So, in the film, they take this anti-tank gun, and it's a very small caliber anti-tank gun. It's like an early war, but like whatever. And they try to hit the German HQ, which they don't have a direct shot on from their position, using a knocked out T-34 that has its turret turned to the left slightly. And the gunner goes, oh, they're like, building him up like, oh, he studied this at that. He studied artillery at this school, whatever. And he's like, yeah, I got it. After like 5 seconds, he's got this thing sighted in, like he knows exactly what angle. We're about to fucking break this whole thing down and tear it the fuck apart. Once he tells me what caliber that was, or what millimeter. It's either a 37
it's
or
probably all the way down at the bottom. Let me go.
Yeah.
So 45 millimeter anti-tank
40.
gun,
Okay, that's fine.
the M1937 or
Yes.
the 53K, because I think
okay, so it's a 45 millimeter, right?
Yeah.
Not a big cartridge as far as like anti-tank is concerned. However, comma, pause for dramatic effect. What was the one round they had left? Was it HE? Was it APCR? Was it fucking APC? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. That does depend, right? So if it's a fucking HE round, as soon as it hits that fucking turret, it's going off. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if it's APCR, it's going through that fucking turret the way that it's angled in the little armor that the T-34 had in the back of the turret. It's going to probably go through, or it's going to bounce and just kind of go onto the ground or whatever. APC, right? Armor piercing rigid composite, or whatever the fuck I just said. Did I just get ahead of myself? Okay, so it's an AP round. It's got a like a very solid core.
Right.
If it happens to ricochet miraculously without getting embedded and then just going spinning out and then falling down, if it happens to ricochet into the German HQ, an APC is not an explosive fucking round. It's a solid core projectile, right?
Yeah.
So that hits a crate of ammo that happens to be just sitting outside of the fucking HQ. You know what it's going to do? Fucking nothing. That's what it's going to do. It's going to go, ping! Oh, we lost 2 rounds because they're penetrated and they're not going to fit in the gun. Oh, big fucking deal. That sucks.
You mean it's not going to do Wind Talker's Michael Bay fire tank explosions?
Well, no, but like, okay. So what in the whole chicken fried fuck did that thing hit? for that
They-
chain reaction explosion in the German HQ.
8 flamethrowers stacked on each other, like cordwood.
I'd almost forgotten about that. Let's not get there yet. We'll talk about that in a second.
They were there with their face shields.
Yeah, I know, penis, but like, so let's talk about the fucking ricocheting artillery round, the anti-tank round.
Okay.
What is it going to hit? If it does, is it going to go off? No. So why the fucking chain reaction explosion?
There is no reason. There is no reason other than it makes the plot move forward.
Dude, unless it would have been a better fucking plot line.
Because Sissy is not Sissy.
No.
Sissy studied the world
Right,
of
exactly.
of artillery school. Because
He's
he
an
is
expert.
one of my 5 fathers. He has to be so important for him to be one of my 5
That can't
fathers.
figure out that, the rounds that I'm using probably aren't going to be effective on the target that I want to hit. Woo, great good job. Give you an F for effort. So what would have been cool is if they didn't like this captain guy, right? Or the lieutenant colonel. And he walked out and he was like sitting there with his fucking hands on his hips, in his overcoat, wearing his visor cap, of course. And they bounced a fucking AP round off of that turret in just the manner that it went through and fucking blew his chest out. And then it's like, bam, Stalingrad has been won. We're good. It's all a big charge. Like, oh, ding dong, the witch is dead. Let's all go out.
Or they just knock off his head and it just explodes.
Well, okay, hit headshot, whatever. But like
Yeah.
that anti-tank round hits that lieutenant colonel or the captain, pick one, who gives a fuck, and he's gone. He's eviscerated. And like, okay, and then they do this valiant charge, and the Germans are retarded at that point. They're just drones. They don't know what to do. Bam, end the film. You're good to go. But no, let's keep going. So they fire that round off. It apparently kills all the fucking people they were being threatened by, except the captain. Oh, he survives another explosion in Stalingrad. Oh. So now what do we do? Now let's get a bunch of Panzer IV they're supposed to be Js, right? Let's get a bunch of Panzer IV Js to literally line up asshole to belly button, nut to butt, touching each other almost. And let's assault through the fucking square in the wide open with infantry behind us. Oh, reminiscent of Fury. Around the same time, by the way, they didn't get this from Fury, but the same sort of bullshit that they heard that, tanks are infantry support vehicles. Yes, that's correct. Absolutely. Do they huddle behind you when you're in a fucking football, offensive team line going forward through a very contested area? Do they huddle behind you in teams of 20, a platoon behind each tank? Fuck no.
And this whole building is held by 6 people.
Right. And it's like, yeah, and then they blast the fuck out of this. So here's the thing is, I don't give a shit if you're a tank platoon, right? You got 5 tanks. You're literally, like, you saw them, they were touching.
Yes.
Some of them are touching.
They were touching, and then they turn. They do a left face, and then they go down the whole entire courtyard.
Right. So they're touching, and they're going down this thing in a fucking police call line is what we call it in the military, where you're looking for lost equipment or brass.
Hands around America.
Yes. So they're driving forward. Even if you have 6 fucking guys in this building or whomever, I don't care if those tanks are going against infantry targets, artillery targets, anti-tank targets, other tanks. It's just like Fury, except this is more egregious because they were literally touching.
They literally were moving them when they could have just sat back where they were and just obliterate that building from where they are. They don't even have to move.
In cover. It's like...
Yeah.
And so, yeah, let's just get all of our tanks out in the open. And then one guy that completely botched a fucking 45 millimeter shot. Well, no, he didn't botch it. I'm sorry. The whole base blew up, blah, blah. But he couldn't figure out or articulate what fucking rounds he was using or whatever. This guy calls in this fucking artillery strike, this last one. After, let's get to it. Drum roll, please. The fucking American Western fucking dual shootout. With a TTC. not even a fucking pistol that was used in the Second World War. He has a TTC. He doesn't have a TT-33, by the way.
Oh, really? Oh,
Oh,
ooh.
yeah. Dude,
Ooh.
if you look at the grips,
We'll take a look
get
at
to
it
that.
when we get to
that.
Yeah.
It's a fucking post-war model of the TT-33. It's improved a little bit, but like
the German had a Luger, not a P-38 or a
right. I
fucking
mean, because
PPK
every fucking German in World War II, NCO officer, machine gunner, driver, private, had a fucking P08 Luger because they made so many of them and they were so revered as a great pistol and they had so many fucking no, dude. The fucking guy is a captain. He doesn't warrant a fucking P08 unless he's like extreme royalty. And even then they'd be like, yeah, just take the new one because it's better.
Right, yeah.
The P38 is a better fucking pistol overall than the P08. I know
Yes,
people right now are listening to the podcast and be like, well, if I didn't hate you before, I hate you now. But no, literally the P38 is a better fucking pistol than the P08.
Yes.
And the Germans knew that. That's why they fielded more
That's
of
why
them.
they phased out the P08 with the P38.
Right. It's basically having the 1911 in your fucking, oh, this is going to piss a lot. Okay. Ready, Nate? So it's basically having the 1911 as your sidearm and going, oh, we got the Beretta M92 or the M9, right? The 92 FS.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, the 90 or the M9 is a better pistol overall than the 1911. It just is.
It is.
Okay. I don't like either one of them a lot, They serve their purpose. The fucking M9 is a better fucking sidearm than the 1911. And they knew that. And that's why in Desert Storm, the only units that had 1911s were like Pogue units and like reserve units and Air Force guys. Because, yes, I've talked to people that have had them. Yes, they had 1911s in Desert Storm.
It's the same thing with the P-17 and the 1911. They gave the P-17 to the rear echelon forces and all that stuff because they were revolvers. They were older technology, an older firearm.
Are you talking the First World War or are you talking the Second?
I'm talking about the First and Second World War.
No, you're not correct on the First World War. And
so Second World War.
But second it was like, okay, we've got these. Yes. First World War, I'll just take like 30 seconds.
We only had 1911. We didn't have enough 1911s to push through.
They cost a lot to make. They're a lot more time consuming to make. And bottom line is, so the 1917 was already being made, kind of like the M1917 rifle, right? The service rifle.
Yeah.
But also most American infantrymen or guys that were going to be carrying these things were used to revolvers because the self-loading pistol at that point in World War I was a relatively new concept, and very wealthy people or upper middle class people could afford it. Most lower class or middle class and lower could not afford a self-loading pistol, but they were very familiar with revolvers and how they worked. That's why actually more 1917s were issued and fielded and used in the First World War than the 1911. Going forward to the Second World War,
you're right. I'm confusing my facts.
No, it's all good, but like the viewers are probably like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" Too. So in the Second World War, yes, you're correct. The 1911 and the 1911 A1 were more common because they had longer to produce. More people got familiar with self-loading pistols. So the 1917 was still there and used quite a damn bit, but it was not the first line pistol, and it was not the most widely issued sidearm. So
yeah. I mean, they still and to go on a smaller, very small tangent is that the 17 was used even up to Vietnam.
Through Vietnam, yeah. Yep. And that's the thing. And so, but it got less and less. But the First World War, I'd say the 1917 service revolver was, or the new service is what it was called, was more widely issued and used. And then you start to see in World War II, it goes down a little bit, but it was still issued because it's a fucking awesome. Oh my God, it's an awesome handgun.
Did we see, speaking of revolvers, did we see any 1896s in this? I don't think, maybe they were in the background or something. Or
1895s, you mean the Nagants? No.
Oh, yes, sorry, yes, 1895s, not 1896s, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't see any, but we'll see, I guess. When
I'm sure there might be some extra somewhere was running around with something.
So let's talk about the shootout between the PO8.
Yeah, that was
okay. I mean, likely, okay. It's not out of the realm of possibility that a fucking captain would have a PO8. It's not out of the realm.
Right. It's
just a Soviet guy having a fucking TTC in 1942 or 43. Because they said. Whatever. Stalingrad, late 42, early 43.
Yeah.
Having a TTC not going to fucking happen. But hey, let's talk about that gunfight and how retarded that was.
Ow, my arm. Ow, my shoulder. Ow, my guts. Let's stare at each other.
Let's just stare at each other while the guy calls in the fucking the broken arrow, the fucking prairie fire on our position.
You killed my girlfriend / love interest. I'm just gonna stand here, even though I've been screaming risky the whole entire thing.
That too. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
writing that shit
again. They paid him so much money to be the German in this film, and he got his money. That's literally what you can say about this film. It's just,
I guess, but like, it's still that whole little gunfight they had. It's like you and I could be like on fucking Quaaludes and have like fucking have a better gunfight than that with anything you throw at us. Like, we could have a better gunfight. Like, I would actually try to hit you, and I'd probably hit you in a center mass spot on Quaaludes, like just go shoot, like really slow mo. But like, it's like, what the fuck are we doing here? I love that movie. Thank you for getting that. But like, no, there's a bunch of guys that I know from like the fucking 70s that had them, and they're like, they were fucking awesome. And I'm like, okay, I'll take your word for it. The gunfight was retarded. We could agree on that. It was retarded.
Most of this movie is pretty retarded.
It's bad.
It's bad.
And the gunfight, really, and then he just sits there, and it's like, okay. And the fuck. Let me just look at my...
Yeah, take a look at your notes, because it's all meshing together. I only saw it like less than an hour ago, and I can't remember half of what I was...
Well, a lot of the German that was spoken in here was because I know...
Oh, that jogged my memory.
Go ahead.
You're probably about to tell me it's bad, but...
A lot of it. Not everybody.
At least they spoke German.
They did, but it was because I know from working on the film, I know Bart, right?
Right, yeah.
Who's from Poland, and... he was speaking German with a very Slavic accent, like a very, Eastern European / Russian accent.
Yeah.
I know how that sounds now. I didn't know before, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one other actor too, little Kevin. If you're ever watching this or listening to this, you also spoke German with a Hungarian accent, which is very interesting. But they're both Eastern European. It's like how you can tell as an American English speaker, we can tell if somebody's from Eastern Europe. It's very similar. We can't necessarily pinpoint, you're from Hungary, you're from Poland, you're from Bulgaria, Romania, but you're from Eastern Europe or Russia, somewhere there.
It's the same thing, like you're from the South, unless you have a very distinct, like, Southern accent in America. It's like,
right. Yeah. Right, but like, you know what I mean? Like when we're talking about people from like Eastern Europe, you can tell, you're from Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
Even if you can't pinpoint the country.
Yeah.
That's how I was able to like listen on this. And hey, if I'm completely wrong, and all these actors were like native German speakers, by all means, I'm wrong. But what I heard on a lot of like the less speaking roles, they were literally speaking like Eastern European or Russian, like Slavic, basically Slavic accent German, which again is okay. At least they were speaking German. At least they were trying. And it wasn't terrible because I could understand what they were saying with my limited amount of knowledge of German. Like I could understand, even with the subtitles, I was like, okay, I'd hear it first and then I'd read it and be like, okay, yeah, I get it.
Right. Yeah.
But it's still like, okay, whatever. But, and then
I did like it how he threatened, the captain threatened the armor guys who were just schmucking around in the fucking armor. He's like, you get this fixed. He's like, you get this fixed, you're fucking infantrymen. I don't give a fuck what you do. I actually did like that.
Yeah, that actually, to me, in my opinion, from all my research throughout the years, that's not out of the question. Like, all right, you guys have this fucking thing sitting here. Your job is to make sure it runs. You're not getting it run. Guess what? You're going to be fucking going with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Fuck that.
And I hate it how what I did think was funny is like they fired the one shot and he's just like, what? Fire again. He's like, it's fucked.
It's jammed up.
And he's just like, fuck.
Yep. Yeah. That was actually cool. So again, this film had a lot of like good things about it. It wasn't all just completely fucking stupid.
But the bad is bad.
Well, this thing is like, here's the thing is, if it was a film like other films that, I've seen and you've seen, where it's just all shit, it's completely garbage the whole way through. It's like, okay, whatever. I get it. But this had again, whoever did their uniforms, in my opinion, at least the German uniforms, did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have these people, and you just probably didn't listen. There was miscommunication, whatever. But it's like you already went to a certain point. Why could you just not go that extra fucking mile?
It again, I think it comes from, we must do this style, or you must do this direction.
Yeah.
And a lot of the thing is like, we can joke about the subject matter and how they did the subject matter, but if you think about it like this way, let's compare two things. So one of our lowest rating films, I think, that we have is what?
Midway, Hyena
Hyena
Road,
Road, and one more or two more. I can't remember.
I gave a 1 recently, did I not?
Hurt Locker.
Yeah, Hurt Locker was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Hurt Locker had good cinematography. This has
Correct.
This has
redeeming qualities.
This
yes.
has redeeming. This does have some redeeming qualities.
It does.
This movie has pretty good cinematography. It's overuse of slow-mo, but the cinematography is there. It's not blow away cinematography, but it's good cinematography. Hyena Road had terrible cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible cinematography.
And terrible writing, terrible acting.
Terrible acting. And this was terrible writing, terrible acting with a purpose. And the purpose is highly patriotic Russian history. And that's what pulls it down,
Right. And so I don't think the acting was actually terrible the whole way through. I think it was mediocre.
C level, B level.
Right.
Some, there were a couple high actors were maybe B, and the C's or C's.
Exactly. So we're on the same page with that. So
it's not Peter Gross level.
Yeah. No. Jesus Christ. So
in Afghanistan,
it's tough to review films like this because we shat on it for most of the time and like pointed out the really bad fuck ups in my opinion, but it does have a lot of redeeming qualities that we've also talked about. Like, the acting wasn't terrible. The cinematography was actually quite good. The set was really good.
That was the other thing, is that they had a really good ratio of CG and practical. Don't you think?
I honestly couldn't tell much of the CG.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell much of it. Yeah.
I mean, there's the obvious CG, like when the plane comes in and at night and the fire and all that stuff. Like,
but besides that, what did they use, just out of curiosity, for the CG? Besides like the tanks and the vehicles,
well, the tanks were definitely a combination of miniatures and CG, because that's what the Russians normally do with tanks and stuff like that for those movies. The planes was CG, the fire was CG, the bombed out city in the beginning when the captain's on the roof, that's green screen, but with a physical set prop roof. The whole thing wasn't CG. It was just
that got past me. I didn't know that.
It was where he's on the roof, but the background behind him is all CG. But and then parts of the city are CG, and a lot of those droning shots to show the Germans all running into the building. That's CG. Like, again, there was a lot of. It's not. It wasn't.
But it's not terrible. It's not bad.
It's not bad. And the thing is, it's like it was actually good CG. It was good mix of practical and physical.
And also, if you do the CG with, like, so you're talking about the scene, and I'm sorry I'm fixed up on this, but like,
no, it's fine.
Get past the scene. But like, so when you're saying like he's on the rooftop and there's CG, you're distracted by the actual physical set
rooftop.
And like the rooftop. You're distracted by that so much, because I literally didn't even think about that was CGI.
Yeah,
I was just burning in the distance.
Yeah, no, that's all CGI behind him, and then with the rooftop that he's on is all practical, and it's lit well. And that's the other thing I will say, is that when they do have CG behind actors, it's lit well, and that's always when you can tell it's not. And we went over that with some of the other episodes, like Last Samurai and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, there are good parts to this movie, and they do well to blend the practical and the CG together, and to do slow motion. You have to get it really nailed down, because that's expensive to set back up and do all that again.
Right. I thought it took away, like, personally, like, just that little bit. Like, there was like a few scenes where it was like the slow motion shit. I'm like, why do you have to do that?
Almost all of the action shots are slow motion, except for.
I don't think so. Were they?
Mm-hmm. Most of the action shots of them running out of the building and doing firefights, almost all of them are majority of slow motion. The one, there's a few scenes in the building where they're not doing slow motion, like getting shot by the pistols and
Yep.
some of the room clearance. It's almost every single battle is interrupted with slow motion shots or slow motion like things to slow down time. Like one of the things that was not slow motioned was the tenor going with the knife on the outside the plane and doing that. That's when I noticed, like, oh, like they're actually doing some normal action shot like stuff. Now they replace slow motion with John Woo like ninja stances and
which was stupid. That's shit that I noticed.
and jujitsu shit. Like
right. That's just that I noticed. Like, so okay, but if you, and I'm thinking about this now, and I think you're right. It didn't register with me. Like, I've got to be more observant when I watch films. Here's the thing: is like I view films as a casual viewer.
Mm-hmm.
With a little bit of knowledge about the technical shit, like the gear and the tactics and whatever.
Right.
And so like, actually, like what you're saying is cool because like, I didn't notice a lot of the slow-mo shit until right now I'm going through it and I'm like, oh fuck, when they're coming out of the building, it is slow-mo. But the ones that I remember are the John Woo shit. And I'm like, that's just not necessary. But yeah. Okay. No, I mean,
if some shit is in normal motion, they show, it's like weird. It's like they do traditional cinematic Hollywood action film reactions and cuts and editing. But then if they're going to include 2 or more or show reaction shots of just the Russians, it's all in slow motion. They never show the Germans in slow motion. If they do, they're getting hit or they're being attacked or they're being killed. Yeah. It's never the German is reacting in slow motion, running through the thing. If it is, it's only a couple times. The majority of it's to get that strong, like, yeah, Russia, yeah, like it's that kind of
to emphasize
a
certain,
like especially the goofy dude the guy with the long ass nose and the face.
Is it the guy with the fuck?
The sniper dude.
The sniper. That I was just gonna say. Yeah. So him. But like. No, that's cool. Like that's why I love doing these podcasts because like, it was last minute. Like you and I would just be having this conversation as normal. Yeah. And it's like you notice things because of your expertise and your, really high talents.
My interest of just constantly can't turn off the editor brain. So it's like,
right. And that's the thing is like your talent, what you're good at, you notice things more than you would notice a fucking badge being in the wrong order or dumb shit like that, right?
Correct, yeah.
And it's like that's why it's cool to have these conversations because I actually, as a casual viewer of these films, I did not notice that, and now I do, of course. Like
it's like as soon as I said it, you went, "Oh, right, that makes sense."
I'm like, shit, and so I was bitching about it, but I'm like, I was only bitching about a few scenes, but they did this right again. Why the fuck did you have to take it that far?
It'd be good. What I always say when I'm looking at a thing, it's like, is something overused? Is a method overused? And slow motion is very overused in this,
Yes.
But again, it's the time period. And I think I mentioned that before in the beginning of the podcast.
Oh God, yeah.
That time period in our movie history was the whole industry, especially the Western culture, was saturated with slow motion shots.
Yes.
When the technology became so prevalent and affordable for other studios to do it, not just mega millions like in The Matrix, which The Matrix was doing slow motion, but in an old fashioned way. This was doing it in the new,
but it was one of the first.
Way.
Yeah, it was one of the first.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was kind of like, oh, that's fucking cool.
And you also didn't need a studio to do it. You could film it anywhere in the
correct.
Yes. You could go out to like in it's not as good as the first one, but Sherlock Holmes 2 has it's a fun movie to watch, but they do a slow motion scene in the trees and they combine it with CG and actual real physical film. So they're blowing up trees in slow motion with CG, but they're using slow motion film or sorry, slow motion footage captured on the Phantom. And the Phantom brand cameras have been everywhere, have exploded since the early teens. And so that's why, like, for example, YouTubers now can have Phantom cameras. Yeah. Like that's not unheard of anymore now. So it's like the technology is becoming more affordable for more movies and other countries to really embrace this technology. So at that point, they were really, really nailing it down.
Yeah. With what you're saying is like, it makes sense why they did it. It's just a matter of if they should.
It's just should you?
Yeah, should
Yeah.
you? And it's like yeah. So no, that makes a lot more sense, and that's cool because I wouldn't really have thought about that just viewing it, but like that's really cool. Let's see. Do you have anything else on your notes list really quick before we just kind of riff?
Nothing that we haven't like already just beaten into the
Right, I just looked at
ground
my
with
notes.
what's wrong with it.
I just looked at my notes to it. I'm like, oh, we already covered all that shit.
Like I mean, the writing is weak. The characters I don't give a fuck about.
It's so just like basic bitch. Like
it's a turn your brain off action movie, but I can't turn my brain off because I hate the story so much.
Well, what story?
I think that's what I said. It was like there's nothing to talk about
exactly.
with the story.
That is what you said, and it's like, but you're right. There is no story. Like it's like okay, they go and they're in Stalingrad, right? In the square.
I think that's the story. They're in Stalingrad.
But like, why have the beginning and the end then?
Because you need to have it for a movie.
But you don't for this one. Like, seriously, if that first bit and the last bit would have been cut out of like the fucking earthquake or whatever the fuck in Japan.
Oh, that's not needed at all. I'll tell you why that was put in there. I can tell you 100% why. Because Russia helped during that horrible natural disaster. And they have to brag about that they helped out in that natural disaster. Because we were there. We helped out. Look at us. Like, that's the whole reason why that is. Only reason. And it's because I think they're talking about the tsunami, right? Was that what they were talking about? Or is it the earthquakes?
I have no idea.
It's either the earthquakes or the tsunami, because the tsunami and the earthquakes were around the same time.
You get an earthquake, but I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway, that's the whole only reason why that's there. Because then you have the very, very distinct silhouette of a modern Russian cargo plane flying in through the sun. Yeah. So
I literally thought I was watching the wrong movie at first because I'm like, did my sailing efforts go weak?
Right.
Did I fuck up? Like
I bought this movie on a Best Buy Blu-ray rack, and I watched it once, and I've never watched it ever again. And because we challenged each other, I watched it again, and I don't think I'll ever watch this ever again after this. To be brutally honest,
it's really not good.
I called Sean, and I were talking right before the podcast, and he's like, "What are you doing tonight?" Like, I was like, "Oh, we're doing this thing real quick, like impromptu." And he's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Stalingrad." He goes, "Oh, that's a good one." I go, 2013. He goes, "That's not the good one." I'm like, nope, that's not the good one. He's like, "Yeah, that one's pretty bad."
It's just fucked. Like it's so And I remember all the trailers and shit, and it was just like,
oh, it's like Midway all over again, but worse.
It's way worse.
Yeah,
I
mean, it's horrendous. Here, I'll pull up.
Let's go.
I'll pull up
IMFDB.
IMFDB. Yeah, let's get through the list of hell here. It's a long one. I think this is probably one of the longest ones that I think I've seen of us doing this. And the thing is that I don't remember half of them.
All right.
Because I think they were in the background. So
So anyway. Here we go. The TT-33. That's a TT-33.
So we're gonna just start real quick just to regurgitate what we always do. We go to IMFDB, we go through the list. You can follow down with us as we talk if you're at a computer, whatever. It's right there in front of us. We go in order and we'll talk about it. We try to make sure we actually say what we're talking about, because I know sometimes we like just keep going and we forget to go, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. So we're getting better at it. So starting off, you said what, TT-33?
That what they have is the stock photo is a TT-33. Yep.
Okay.
Notice the serrations and the grip pattern in the slide.
Yes.
I'll just put it that way. So go down.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't really see it there.
Yeah.
Can't see it there.
There's your slow motion shot running out of the
building.
Yeah,
I remember that now. Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a close up. They don't have it.
Fuck? No, hey, zoom in on the bottom. That one, yeah.
That one. Let's see if I can.
Yeah. Is that a fucking... Oh, that is it. But yeah, it's got the it's a TTC.
Yeah, there's no serrations on the side.
Yeah, it's just the like little serrations.
The little divot.
Yep. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, so there was, to answer your question. But where was it? Oh, this one.
Oh, No Name Extra.
No Name Extra shoots a fucking
Does he not have an arm?
Blow
I
that
don't
picture
think
up.
he has an arm. Like,
He's
there's
got-
nothing in that arm. That's a one-handed extra. That's a one-arm extra.
With a fucking K98 with a bayonet sticking to the ground. That's a fucking awesome extra. You want to fuck with the motherland? I'll tell you who's going to fuck with me. I will use a revolver that requires 2 hands to reload.
I was about to say that thing requires 2 hands to load.
I'm going to get my 7 shots off and then fuck you up. Jesus. Good catch. Good catch. The extras got
no arm. So it's a man with the I can't remember what the jacket is, but it's the padded jacket, and he's got his one arm pointed with the revolver, but his other arm.
Or dude, he's snapping one off. He's got his hand on his pants.
Okay, no, you're right.
He could be snapping one off, going, "These stirs me on more than any babushka anyway." I can fucking do this with one arm. Look at these.
Oh my god. Yeah, he has no arm in that.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Yeah. That or like he's saying he's jacking it.
There's no arm.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope he's snapping one off. But yeah. Like yeah, I mean it just oh yeah. Que Luca P08 de Pistola.
Oh, apparently he has one too.
Yeah,
the main captain has one. Okay, all right.
Oh god.
Even though this movie sucks eggs, Tom Cushman's always going to be the #1 German army actor.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that
the pianist, Stalingrad 93, this Stalingrad.
You still want to say pianist, do you? You don't want to say
I want to say pianist.
That's literally how you pronounce it.
What did I say? Pianist?
Pianist, yeah.
Well, it's because I don't want to say penis by accident.
Correct. That's literally everybody's quandary with that fucking word. So the P38, much better pistol than the P08. Oh, so we've got so yeah, that one fucking scene with a P38. Nice. There's like a billion scenes of the fucking P08. Nice. Yeah. Good stuff. Very accurate. Very historically accurate.
I do like it though how they did actually shoot the 41 single shot though. Not many movies do that.
Yeah, you can do that. There was a switch, correct?
No, yeah, there's a switch.
Yep.
You don't see a lot of movies that do that though. That's what I mean.
And here we go. Speaking of the 41.
So I was eyeballing this because they're all different years, and I'm kind of a turbo nerd with this thing. And they all were about the same. They were like mid-war PPSH 41s in the movie. I didn't see any late wars, so that was actually kind of nice not to see. A lot of the late wars, they have these wait. Nope, that one didn't have it. Okay. The late wars have like these fins. Or I say late wars, I use quotation mark. It's a later style.
What year?
44 on.
Okay.
In 43, they kind of were starting to introduce them in 43 because by 43 they were trying to add little things that would make it easier in case something got unclamped or undone. What those little fins allow you to do is just make it so that if your pivot pin ever was wobbly, it just feeds it down into the clamp and you're fine. Okay. It really had nothing other than little fins. It's those little fins right above the bagwell.
Yep.
But the only things that changed on the 41s in terms of the years is the early ones were slide sights. The very early ones were slide sights. They almost like Moe's and the Gaunt, almost like Moe's and the Gaunt slide slabs. And then they went to a flip sight, and the front sight was pin was either clamped or pin welded. I can't remember. It's one of the two. Then they went to like a layer style, easy manufacturer, kind of thing. Yep. But they're super cool. But most of these I was looking for any like Chinese ones, or anything like like that.
Well, they're fucking Russian. They probably
should have all of them, because and so I was looking at them, and they're all mid to early. And then the really cool thing was and nothing really looked off. But the really, really cool thing is I didn't see it until they pointed it out here, and they're absolutely right. And I wish they had it actually in the movie more. Is the
The
PPD
PPD 40. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been 100% accurate at Stalingrad in
100%,
large numbers.
Yes.
Large numbers, yep.
They weren't as prevalent as the 41s. Obviously, they made a whole
Right,
lot
but
less.
like they
of
had a
them,
lot of them.
but they had a lot of them, so much that we can never find them in the States, and it sucks because I really want one.
Yeah, the MP38. Like I was. Yeah, that's exactly what I. Wait a second. Blow that picture up. Blow that fucking picture up.
That's an Irma.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's an Irma in the middle, and that's a 38, and that's a 38. But yeah, that's an Irma right there.
Oh shit!
Those are super cool.
With a 42 helmet, which I guess, or no, it's a 40. Never mind.
That's a 40. Okay.
It's a repro 35, but yeah, it's made to look like a 40. Anyway, so
the 38, the 38s look good though.
But that's what I was saying is like the 38. They actually had 38s in here, and I was like, okay, that's good. That's a very good thing. The ribbed fucking receiver, you know.
And a lot of people think the 38 is the 40. It's not. It's got a. You can tell by like Mike just said, like the ribs on the actual receiver tube.
There's bakelite too. The lower was a lot of bakelite.
Yeah.
So
the 40s were too, but I think it was like a different color or something, right? Yeah.
It's the MP40. Well, the MP40 are mainly the later ones, I guess, were mostly
right. Wasn't the 38 like a brown bakelite, and the 40 was more of like the
bakelite? The military, the kind of bakelite that they used in the military setting is usually brown or orange. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you have a 40. Same guy. I think they said up here that the 40 switches to a 38.
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah.
I've made those fucking little tiny errors for continuity before, so
yeah,
that's forgivable.
Yeah, they look good. The MP40s look good.
Well, also he's got so his helmet cover right there. We'll just go on from firearms. At least it has a drawstring. At least it's not fucking clamped onto his fucking like the hooks like the SS covers were.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of movies do that, and it's like those are fucking fantasy pieces.
He didn't look bad through the whole movie.
No, he's at the close combat clasp in silver, which is insane. But like, I guess. So yeah, go ahead. No, I mean it's not impossible at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had B-41.
Yeah, I don't know if they were making them at that point. Maybe they were.
Well, I don't know if. Well, you probably would have seen them here, if anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, where the fuck did they say? Soldier on his right aims his MP-41. No,
pulling
it's a
the charging handle right here.
Oh, barely. Jesus, whoever did this is very Okay, I'll give him that. Yep. There you go. The Irma.
There's your Irma. I almost got one and almost got a display one about a few years ago, and I was like, when the fuck will I ever use that?
It's a Spanish copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, when the hell will I ever use that anymore?
SVT 40.
Huh? Oh, right here.
Nice.
Oh wow. Literally for a quarter of a second, and then I guess right here, the guy on the left.
Yep. Yeah, I did see that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then that guy dying.
Yep.
Wait.
With the bayonet, yeah.
No, I forgot they had bayonets.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Yeah.
Okay, here we're gonna get
again. These sets are really good.
Yeah, the set's fantastic.
Like, you know what it reminded me of? Old Hollywood.
Yeah, where they actually had to build sets.
Yeah. Like, because I felt like they built this courtyard, and that's what they did, and they just played within this courtyard, and then anything they had to go past that, they used CG. Right. And practical effects with the explosions. Yeah, some of them were kind of Hollywood, but most of them were ash and fire. And everything was constantly
sucked. Most explosions
everything was constantly burning, though.
Dude, but here's the thing: is like the fucking on the second crossing of the river that they show in this film, when they're launching those fucking like massive rockets, like those
those
fuckers.
Sucked. Oh yeah, those sucked.
Dude, it was like a hand grenade went off in the
and when the planes came in, those were super.
Yeah, it's like
super CG shooting into the building and causing all the freak.
Right, it's just like
building, yeah.
No, the explosions would have been a hell of a lot bigger and look different. But anyway, let's get the okay. So they just say a Mosin. So this is a 9130. Yes, that's correct. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Blah 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 blah. Yeah. So we'll go down now. Like
you barely see. You only see two Mosin 9130s in the whole entire movie, really, in like a couple little scenes, and they're
right,
not
which
like
is weird because
they're not in the front shooting. It's all sub
right,
guns.
that's a normal
Yeah.
what you're gonna see is like they wouldn't have all had PPSH 41s. They would have had a lot of 9130s.
Especially Stalingrad, they still were ramping up PPS 41 production
Yep.
because they were learning through Stalingrad and Leningrad that they
Exactly.
needed more sub guns for all their urban combat because they
Alright,
were
so you got
not
the,
doing well with the MP40s.
So this is they have this
against
wrong
the
on here.
MP40s. Yeah,
We talked about this earlier, but like it's not an 9130. That's an M91 that they fucking drilled and put a PU mount and scope on. Totally fucking, from everything that I've ever learned, totally fucking inaccurate.
I wonder if Brian would know that.
Probably like or which Brian?
Our Brian.
Yeah, because the Brian that I put you in touch with, last name starts with an R.
Right, yeah.
He would know that, but like, I guarantee you, he's gonna be like, no. So the M38, yeah, that's accurate too. That's very accurate. But
I
depending on what his job was.
I just know Brian went down a major rabbit hole
with snipers, yeah,
with snipers. So I wonder if he just heard it.
Again, like I was saying earlier, it would be more believable if a fucking M91 had a PE scope on it, right?
Not PU.
The PU, yeah, because
yeah.
Even a PEM even would be like way later, and they started making rifles specifically for that, and also with the PE. Anyway, we won't spend any more fucking time rambling because I'll just whatever. But
you saw 138 in there too,
which you should have probably seen a few more, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, the K98, yes.
Carabin on the cuts.
Carabiner 98 kurz. Nice fucking high ready there, bud. Oh, the 1633. Where the fuck was this?
Right there?
No.
Yeah, look at the.
Well, let's get the front sight hood. No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
The bolt, maybe. Somebody, can you blow that picture up? Maybe.
Yeah, because
that's kind of a long shot.
Look at the wood.
Oh shit. Okay.
See how the wood is up against the sight like that?
The sight's way up though.
Yeah, yeah.
That's okay. They got that right. So go to the guy on the left. By the way, hold on. I'm sorry. That helmet is actually an M40 helmet. That's a legit M40
so that's
helmet.
Correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
So why the fuck do you have that for an extra? And you, anyway, maybe it's a reenactor or some shit. That is a K98.
Yeah, and it's because we have that like the wood. The way I noticed was that the wood was surrounding the rear sight all the way around.
Yeah, it's a full handguard instead of a half. Oh, the flamethrower thing. I'm not even gonna fucking.
No, that wasn't a flamethrower. There's just a flame there.
No, but like I was.
Are you talking about just the flamethrowers?
I'm not gonna even dignify that with anything more than saying that was so fucking stupid and tropey. Fuck that. All right, where's the G98 in this? Where do they?
Right there. I think it's the dude right in the middle. That right there.
There it
right
is.
There.
Right there.
Right
Yeah,
there.
that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is that a Hotchkiss?
Yeah, they had that in the later scenes in the when they were like the captain's little quarters.
No,
in the
that's not a Hotchkiss. That's a Czechoslovakian. That's a
the ZB20.
The ZB20
7 or 8. Yeah. It's a 7 or 8. We'll probably find that below. But like they had that same machine gun set up, and then it's funny because the sandbags kept getting lower to that fucking gun as the scenes went on in like that position. Right. A G98 right here in Stalingrad with a regular army unit, not likely.
No, it would have been SS units, maybe.
Very early, and they would have also been updated to the version with the K98 sights on there. So yeah, I'm that's not accurate.
There was that's a DP27.
That's actually a fucking DPM that they have photographed there again, but like
yeah.
But yeah, okay, so we'll just move past that. They were a couple of them. The 34, okay, MG34. Yeah, we all saw that. That fucking scene. The Panzerlauf?
Yeah, in the head of the tank.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
It's just an MG34 with a Panzer.
Yep. Gotcha.
MG34 shield or shroud.
Yep. Okay, so it says, while the 42 saw limited use at Stalingrad. Yes, correct. It's a common error of showing the weapon with the post-1943 vertical charge.
Anytime you have Germans in World War II, there's always going to be a 42, no matter whether or not it was correct or not.
Exactly, because even I know this. they would have had the fucking horizontal fucking slab charging handle at this point, not the fucking vertical.
There is a movie called April 9th, which I love to death, and the only problem that I have with that movie is they have an MG42 in the invasion of Denmark. There's no way that would be ready yet. No way. Not even experimental.
Totally accurate.
Yeah. So that's the only thing I have, but like every movie,
But
always.
it's the iconic. Like they still use the MG3. It's like it's a good machine gun. It's a great machine gun, not the best, but like it's a good machine gun. So yeah, but like they all have to have it because that was the Hitler's buzzsaw.
Yeah.
So the 08, where was this? Oh yeah, on the ships. Yep. It's actually okay. So
that's funny. I thought that was the Maxim on the ship, but no,
I thought it was.
Wait, what?
It is. So I was gonna say the 08, like they don't know which one it was. So
they're putting both of them in there, I guess.
It's a 1910.
Yeah.
It's a
that looks like a 1910 999 08. Yeah.
Fucking Christ. So.
Oh wait. Yeah, that's the Maxim 10. There's the 1910 30.
30 with the
okay, so they're putting all three of them on there because they don't know because they have like this weird armor water cool shield thing on the end of it. Yeah,
it's a fucking Goranov SG-43. Let's just call it that.
and then so the ZB-53.
Yep.
With the VC-37.
37.
Yeah, that was So I guess there's a 53 and a 37. They don't know which one it is.
Oh, there's an MG-15 in here? Where the fuck was that?
On the plane.
Oh, well, duh. Okay. That's what. Okay, I guess.
Right there, yeah.
In here.
Although that's very long. I don't know.
It's not a 15, but okay.
That's a 15.
Yeah. That is. Yeah, that's a 15.
Yeah.
SMG-17. Okay, yes. Oh, we're going to go through all the fucking airplanes and the CGI. Good stuff. That's not a fucking M24. That is a fucking shitty fucking replica of an M24.
You heard it here, people. It's a shitty replica.
Yeah, the Gebautung. Yeah, the Gebauteladung.
Yeah.
Why would you even put that in here? Because it wasn't in here. You can't carry that fucker.
It's right there.
Oh, so he's holding that in formation?
It's on his hip.
You don't carry that on your fucking hip.
Look, see?
No, he's holding it with his fucking left hand. And he's got the LP. Oh my God. He's got the LP-42 with the fucking grenade launcher and the fucking stock on it. All these flares, a fucking Luger, an artillery Luger holster, and a fucking Gebauteladung sitting there, even though that was something you did in the field. He's got empty ammo pouches on his.
Those are also turbo rare.
For fuck's sake.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's look at this picture because this is the whole thing with them, like behind the whole wall. So this is the big cinematic
Repro
shot.
Helmets, good stuff.
Let's see. 41
That's
M24s.
Yeah, M24 is straight up and down though. Straight up and down. Not how do you fucking carry them.
Yeah. All that stuff you said there. I can't remember all the model numbers for that one.
Yeah.
You have an MG34. 24.
Why the fuck is a machine gunner carrying a hand grenade? And ammo pouches. What are we doing here?
Well, no, they would. You could have them for. You could have the ammo.
Center that guy in the photo really quick. All right. This guy right there has got a fucking K90 on his back. Okay.
Oh, you're right. I didn't see the K90 on his
He's
back.
a rifleman holding the MG34, and the guy next to him's completely kitted out without any machine gun equipment on him. So he's got a 34, a grenade, whatever. He's a rifleman. That's the kind of shit that my dumbass notices. Like, why the fuck is he carrying?
You know what? This MG34 should be on this guy because because you can, in the doctrine, if I remember correctly, machine gunners could have flare guns as well.
Okay, that's
fine. In theory, in theory though, I would give him this, get rid of all this crap.
There you go.
But give him the 34 and get rid of all that. So I feel like maybe he had that. They're like, here, wear all this shit because it looks cool.
It's just
like,
okay, yeah, just stand here. Yeah.
So if you think about kit wise, this guy's kit with all the I don't remember what model
the LP-42,
the grenade launcher thing. that should, with his kit, the machine gunner here shouldn't have the K98. He should have that flare gun on that side here.
Also, he's not gonna have that goddamn fucking grenade in the fucking end of the barrel.
No,
just
not at
standing in
all.
formation.
Not as a machine.
Also, you're not going to be standing in fucking formation in a very hotly contested fucking square.
That too. I was about to say that as well. You wouldn't be standing in formation like this in the front of a battlefield being shot just everything. Duh.
Okay, so this guy, he's
yeah.
Okay, but here, look at his collar. He's a fucking enlisted guy.
Mm-hmm.
Without any fucking, he's not a Gefreiter, an Obergefreiter. Why the fuck does he have an MP40 with pouches? I guess privates in that unit got MP40s. Good. And this guy's got a 41, a PPSH 41 with K98 pouches. Okay.
What that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, if I was kitted out and I took this 41 off of a dead Russian and I was a K98 guy, I would keep those pouches to store stuff. Absolutely.
Store what? They're tiny.
Anything.
They're fucking tiny.
Anything.
Dude, you would not like say, okay, there's a dead German and I can pick up a fucking bag off of him and sling it around my fucking, whatever, to hold all these drum and stick magazines.
I mean, true, but I'm just saying.
Or a Russian, with a drum mag pouch or whatever.
I would do that. I absolutely agree. But in terms of having them look good, why
you fail.
To make them look good on camera, I can still believe the fact that they would have that.
Again, this is a bunch of dudes. Not only were they in formation, so were the fucking producers and the director, because they were just stand there and look okay
in front of this giant wall of Stalinism.
And at their point, that then this Mod Podge is shit. But that scene pissed me off so much. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here? They actually got repro grenades, to be honest.
They did.
The M24s.
They actually did. They looked pretty damn good.
The F1s, the RGD-33. Yep.
It's your favorite.
Yeah, of course, lighting a fucking cigarette. Of course, before you put the visor down and you massacre civilians. Of course. Thank you, Mother Russia. Let's continue. See, they don't even know about this.
Well, it's because they don't know if it's the 35 or the 41. They never show.
Let's keep going. Yalla yalla.
Maybe here, but I would say
let's just fucking keep going.
I would say it'd be the 35, but
I would say they're props that were made, but
no shit. Yeah.
Yep. The LP. Yeah, Sturm Pistola. So that's an LP-42 with the fucking attachments, the one we were just talking about down there.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. And then the 45 millimeter anti-tank gun. Yep.
Now, were they actually 34? Yep, they were. Nice. You don't see those that often.
Nice repro helmet, by the way.
Yeah. But you don't see real 34 mortars that often. So that was pretty cool.
So let's wrap this bitch up.
Let's wrap it up.
Yep. Do you want to give closing thoughts first, or?
Sure.
All right.
So I feel like overall, we both knew what kind of movie we were getting into when we started this. All right. Within the first 5 minutes. And I think with that in our minds, we were definitely looking for things a lot more intently. And I think
walking into a nude beach. It's literally what it is.
Oh.
You're walking into a fucking nude beach.
Yeah, pretty much,
You see crusty boomers from Canada.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a wonderful picture. I can't get out of my head now. So overall, I mean, there are some really good talking points for this film. They're very few, but there's some really good talking points. One, I think it's an excellent example of how to combine CG and practical effects. There's more CG than I would like, but we've seen other films do it worse.
Oh yeah,
a lot worse.
God, yeah.
Midway. Which by the way, we forgot to go over that. This had a budget of $30 million.
That's pretty damn good.
30 million budget. It made 68 million.
Cool.
So it doubled up. Midway, I think, tanked. I think.
Good.
Or no, Midway made just a little bit over, I think, is what it did.
Yeah,
so
it's not.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
So So it has examples of what it does really well, and then it has a lot of things that it does very poorly. And I think it suffers from a trend of the era. I think it suffers from uh, Russian patriotism,
Yep.
severe Russian patriotism, which, let's be brutally honest here, is always cemented in Soviet era like patriotism, and it will always do that, and it always has, and I think it always will. It tends to always bring down the story, the picture, the story, the drama, or what it's trying to interpret. It always brings it down in my eyes. And it's the same thing like Chinese propaganda military films. It's the same thing. Even Western military propaganda films do the same thing for me. So
absolutely.
it's not just like I'm a Westerner living in America and I hate Russian patriotism films. No, there's some actually really good World War II Russian films that are filled with Russian patriotism, but it doesn't do it on the nose like this.
Yeah.
And I think with its style, the way it's filmed, it's too on the nose for me. So it suffers. Again, I said I wouldn't touch on the story as my rating, because it's literally non-existent. You could literally watch this movie and not know anything that's going on, and you still walk away with the same fucking thing because it isn't anything. It's nothing to even concern yourself with. It's completely. There's no reason. Just watch it muted. You'd probably be better for it. But in terms of the things it does well, it does well. The rest of it pulls it down. So honestly, this is pretty low.
Yep.
But I did not turn this off. I did not walk away. I still watched it. And therefore, it gets a higher rating than Hyena Road for me. So we're going to give this a 2.5 Screaming Mel Gibsons out of 10. Because I gave Hyena Road a 2. This gets a 2.5.
Fair enough.
So that's where I stand on that.
I agree with a lot of what you said. And, we already beat the shit out of this. I didn't realize we were doing this for this long, but yeah, I think
I didn't think there was that much material in this movie for us to go this long.
No, but it's like, there was a lot of good things. Like there were a lot of really good things. Like you said, brought up the cinematography, the CGI, that was done well, in my opinion. There was a little bit too much, but like whatever. For an average viewer like me, though, besides all the nerd shit, which I'll talk about in a second, not bad. It's entertaining, of course. We always say that, but like, this was made to be entertaining, and I think to people that don't give a shit about the history or whatever and don't know about it, it would be an entertaining film. It's an action film. It's a fucking shoot 'em up, whatever. You don't have to really pay attention to it. Cool. Yeah, but where it fell short, it definitely fell short, with a lot of historical, technical stuff. Uniforms, like I said, I didn't see too many problems except where they were wearing things, but I'm not going to fuck that pig again. Yeah, but like still it was a really rough watch. I had to like get up and take a couple breaks from it because I'm just like, fuck, how long is this fucker? If this was an hour or an hour and a half, it wouldn't have been as bad.
I forgot to chime in on that. This is a 2 hour and 11 minute long movie.
Yeah,
the credits are almost 7 minutes long.
I know, and it's like, fucking Christ, man, when is this going to be over? But like, the whole love stories, it's like that was so weak. It goes along with the whole storyline in general. It's like, if you can't make it strong, don't put it in there.
Yes,
like just fucking leave it. But anyway, so all the shit we talked about, it definitely had good points, redeeming points. It was very hard to watch. It had a lot of really bad points, and for that, I'm going to give it 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. So, putting into the calculator to find out when we die in the snow horribly in Stalingrad. And in my case, I'd forgotten how to do fucking percentages.
2 plus 2.5 divided by 2.
Divided by 2?
Yeah.
Fuck, I fucked that up. Ooh. 2.25.
I literally did that in my head. I just wanted you to fucking
I am special.
I like tater tots.
I like tater tots.
I like turtles.
So 2.25, I believe that actually might have beaten Hurt Locker.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is on the same. It's the same caliber, but they got a lot more technical shit. Good.
Yes. Technical shit good. Historical wrong.
Yeah. Fuck 'em. Yeah.
But it's not even wrong. It's just like, again, the story is the downfall of this
It's
movie.
dog shit. It's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah. It's like there's not terrible many historical things that are wrong, but at least Hurt Locker had a story that I could follow.
correct.
So I will eventually one day make a list so we can actually know right offhand if it's worse. But yeah, 2.25, not good.
Not good. We always say, well, watch it. Go watch it. I'm actually gonna say, if you've got time to kill and you have literally nothing else going on and you happen to want to sit through this, go for it. I'm not gonna tell you to watch it though.
Yeah, I think this might be on the levels of Hyena Road. Don't watch it. Watch clips on YouTube.
Yep.
You'll be better off for it.
Great answer. Yep.
Yeah. Because you'll get a lot from YouTube of what we're saying just by itself.
Yep.
I believe when we proposed this idea right off the cuff, I believe I sent you I had told you I was gonna look it up, and as we were talking, I'm going, oh no, this is not good.
Yeah, not good.
And that was the fire running through the fire scenes. So yeah.
It was like, well, let's just fucking talk about it. Well, let's do a fucking podcast. You really want to do this? Okay.
All right.
All right, let's fucking do it. So here we are, folks.
Yeah. So yeah, don't watch this unless you just hate yourself.
And you have a shitload of free time.
But main question. There's two questions I want to ask you, Mike. Midway or this?
This.
Hurt Locker or this?
This, at least it's got some fun shoot 'em up scenes.
And last thing, Hyena Road or this?
Well, this.
So, if you want to watch all of our worst rated things, go with this.
Yeah, I mean,
at least we can deal with it.
It's just not good. So
yeah,
that's all I've got, man. Like, to be honest with you.
No, same with me. Well, thanks for listening, guys. And if you want to torture yourself, you have a movie list: Midway, Hyena Road, Stalingrad 2013, and The Hurt Locker. So
yeah, not great. So
pound your nuts flat.
But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Appreciate it. It's awesome.
Happy New Year. Hey guys,
kill me.
We hope this finds you well and hungover on this first day of 2023. Before we get into the episode and stuff, we just want to have a few announcements and things.
Yeah, no, this was a different episode this week. Mike and I dared each other whether we could watch 2013 Stalingrad, but apparently Brian also wanted to watch it as well, so we're probably gonna end up redoing it eventually. It's so bad, but it was funny. Mike and I just decided to do it randomly, and it was a good episode. It's hard with two people just riffing back and forth, but I think we did a pretty good job. And it's a good one.
So yeah, guys, on top of that, we have a few really cool announcements that we want to mention.
Yeah, no, we now have an active YouTube channel. We're pushing all of our episodes onto the channel as well. There are a few little things different than the normal episodes. Obviously, it's video format, so sometimes there's video clips if we can sneak them in. We have examples of what we're talking about. Recently, I think the last couple episodes, we've been having the film up as we talk, so that's been really kind of interesting to kind of you kind of jumpstart your memory and you go, oh right, I didn't like that, or I did like that. So I'm trying to take the bits of the movie and kind of put it into the video format. Sometimes right now most of them are wave font formulas, but it's at least everything's on YouTube, and it should be actually up to the current episode list, I think, by the time this comes out. So
another really cool thing that we started is our Patreon. So our Patreon is pretty cool because it's not just a way for you guys to directly support us, and the work that we do here. Not that we're really, making the world better by reviewing old war films and things. But you do get something really cool. First off is basically you get next week's episode now. You get early access to all of our stuff. So you can listen to our reviews of, for example, The Thin Red Line or Stalingrad or Waterloo before everybody else does, which is pretty cool. It's just something little to get back to. The other really cool thing that you get access to is our Discord channel, which is just, has a bunch of different ways for us to talk about things, not only movies, but also collecting and like what we're doing, and also a bit on like the films that we're making right now. We have a lot of cool stuff that we're working on or about to work on, documentaries and some war films and stuff. And, there's a bunch of behind the scenes stuff that goes into that we really don't get to cover on our, podcast every week when we're just talking about movies. So, that's just another way for us to really talk about films and war films and just, how conflict is depicted by Hollywood or can be depicted on film. So, yeah, these are just a few cool things that we had coming down the pipeline. And Nathan, come save me with a comment.
Yeah, just to bounce off Brian here, it's like we have some really cool channels to have conversations with. We hope to have good conversations within the channels. Like we have a collectors chat, we have a hobbies chat, we even have a history designation chat. We have a section where you can help influence future episodes, what we should be doing or what you guys would like to see, get our takes on. Hopefully we'll start building up a community within Discord, and it'll be a lot of fun to engage with the community and to build off of that, because that's the benefit of engaging with the community, that we get you guys feedback, we get what you guys like and don't like, and we can work on from there, because we enjoy doing this and we've decided that we want to push it further. So it's been a ton of fun and can't wait to keep pushing through the year.
And guys, if for some reason you can't support us on Patreon and you can't be in our Discord, hit us up on YouTube or whatever. We'd love to have our feedback. We'd love to have you guys' influence. I mean, there's a lot of things we could do with this podcast and take it in a lot of different directions. I mean, if there's a certain guest we want to have on or you guys want us to have on, we'll try to have them on. Let's go down cool avenues in different directions and just explore history together. So there's no reason why we can't do this and have fun while we are doing it. So, but
the best way to help support us, though, honestly, guys, is share it around. Share it to your friends. Share it to your, maybe not share it to your family. Some pretty ridiculous stuff we say, but just share it around, and the word of mouth spreads. Podcasts live on that. So.
If you think that we're worth your time, definitely shout out, and hopefully we can provide some cool stuff in the future. And not just some audio assets, maybe some video stuff too, and things like that. So, but anyway, hopefully you enjoy this week's episode, and can't wait to hear from you guys in the future. So, nurse that hangover.